morning and welcome to the ancient city of Naples, round 2, the WSK Supermasters Series here at Circuito Internazionale Napoli, the circuit simply known as Sarno. Mini Group 3, the carts are on the grid before we race the first 8-lap final. For the first time today here at Sarno, we race. You ride on board with Leo Krav down into turn 1, tries the outside, does the Bulgarian. The Englishman fights with the Red Bull Junior. It's Alfie who goes P1, Zayne in second place. That's pace. It's a Tony Kart Racing Team 1-2 in the opening stages of the Mini Group 3 final.
Definitely have struggled, and Wynn Godschalk getting left for dust by the top 3, as there you can see the 506 Devon Tits now through and up in a second place.
That's the German Tits in second place. Godschalk, Ryan Timuno, Andres Papagiorgio. Mayer leads the way, Wynn drives on through. Puts Zayne Pace back to 4th place.
He's got Zayne Pace, Riley Dimuno trying to find some space to the inside of turn number 8. Very aggressive move there, very late to find the gap. As it stands, Alfie Mayer would take the lead of the championship. El Gahudi matched with Wynn Godschalk, of course, now not having the best of days today. Wynn Godschalk down the inside though and up in a second position and swings his favour. He's gone and climbed his way up into second place in the championship. Tucked in behind Alfie Mayer, the space opens up to the inside of turn number 8, late on the brakes from the Red Bull Junior. The 506 fancies his chances as well. Devon Tits nearly trying to find the groove to go alongside Alfie Mayer there. Nonetheless, Wynn Godschalk through up into the race lead on lap number 4.
Godschalk down the back straight, Mayer. Devon dives down the inside. Into the hairpin at the end of the old back straight. Dominating the weekend, but he's falling off the podium. He's falling back to P5, Andres Papagiorgio. The Cypriot drives on through as Devon goes rallycross. The left rear Vega into the grass. The German with great skill to bring it back on track. Godschalk, their gap is out to 0.6 of a second.
The bump draft there from Zayne Pace to the rear end of Wynn Godschalk. As the Dutch driver goes ever so slightly defensive into the third to final corner at turn 15. On to what will be the final lap of racing. Wynn Godschalk from Zayne Pace, also Devon Tits. 3 carts, 1 lap here at Sarno. Outside line there from Zayne Pace. He tries to get the up and under, but Wynn Godschalk covers it off in towards turn number 2. Holding him to the inside is Zayne Pace, the Maltese driver trying to get the exit speed. The 501 has got it covered. Now into the golden overtaking opportunity. Wynn Godschalk, a look over his shoulder, not once but twice. He knows he's under pressure. Outside line from Devon Tits. He's going to try and get the up and under now on Zayne Pace. Drawing alongside is the 508. Side by side between the chicane. Up onto 2 wheels there almost from Zayne Pace. And that's going to hand the victory to Godschalk. It's all gone wrong for Zayne Pace as the 532 goes through as well. That's Shelvis who's gone sideways through the grass. Shelvis goes round. Now the 527 of Papagiorgio is putting some pressure onto Devon Tits into the final few corners and a send round the outside there from Mick Klinkers. He's asked way too much of it. The checker flag will fly at the front end of the field and Wynn Godschalk will return to the top step here at Sarno. Wynn takes victory in Mini Group 3. What an end. What a final mile of racing that was. Wynn Godschalk, Devon Tits, Andreas Papagiorgio, the top 3.
Wynn Godschalk! This is Sarno, round 2 of the Supermasters Series, the 21st season of WSK Promotion World Motorsport. We race the Mini Under 10 final here at Sarno. Blake dives down the inside. Superstart at the American. It's by Zayne Burgess. But it's Denver Boss for the Kiddix driver performance team from pole position.
Zayne Burgess, the 563 on the back of Blake Suey, of course our race leader, the Czech Republic of Denver Boss from Jaden Francisco. Now these three really need to start working together, but Zayne Burgess, the minute an opportunity arises down the inside and towards turn 15 to retake a podium position.
And Sasha Mattis, as was the Frenchman, he's in P8 behind Hugo. But you can see the order has already changed. Well, this is good for Zayne Burgess. Remember, he went wide in turn 2 on lap 1. Fastest lap of the race, Zayne Burgess. The slipstream not so much of an advantage because they're on the rev limit coming out of the chicane. Won't get another podium here this afternoon.
Yeah, no, that's unfortunately, the 536 Oliver Vatens going around a big pirouette there as the change for the lead. Zayne Burgess down the inside of Denver Boss. He's gone in too deep though. The up and under is there from the Kiddix driver performance. And now the 504 of Denver Boss, as soon as he lost it, straight back into the lead, onto that 508. Like I say, big looks over his shoulder, assessing the information. But Zayne Burgess is there. He's now applying the pressure. Denver Boss now knows the minute Burgess has an opportunity, he's going for a move. Blake Suey back into the mix as well. This could well still be a 3-4 kart battle for the lead with 3.5 laps left to go.
Sarno circuit, he's just got by Ferro, Dubyanina and Balzano from the back of the grid into 16th place as we see a change for the lead. Blake puts the Stars and Stripes back in position 1. Fabulous pass at the hairpin at the end of the old back straight.
Straight back down the inside there from Denver Boss to retake the lead of the race. The 504 goes through. Now we've got 5 karts, nose to tail, all involved in this conversation for the lead. Sent to the inside from Francisco. Zayne Burgess forces the gap open as well. The parallel will go through. Up now in a second place, but Jaden Francisco for Baby Race will take the lead.
In qualifying on Friday, Zayne dives down the inside and the Zayne Train goes steaming on by to take the race lead. The Jamaican-American back in P1. Jaden for Team Baby Race, now in second place.
He has into that final overtaking opportunity unless he can keep it clean. I don't think he's quite the exit that Hitter wanted, but it should still be enough. Checker flag will fly, a drag race to the line. Zayne Burgess will take victory here at Sarno.
Into third place for Team Birla, the Italian Ferdinando Torchia. Jaden Francisco. Team Andretti, Zayne Burgess.
Racing ahead of us for the third final of the day. OK-NJunior, Niccolò Perico looking to extend his margin at the top of the standings. Foot to the floor. For 11 laps, we go racing. The race towards turn number 1 is won by Niccolò Perico. Straight down the inside comes Giulio Carrera from third, now into second from the inside of the second row of the grid, in towards turn number 2. And that's nicely done from the Italian, of course, Emi Racing. The one tucking behind his steering wheel. He's very tiny, that car. Looks if he needs any more aerodynamic assistance than that. The gap between P1 and P2, about half a second. Send down the inside there. The 702 of Colton Schniegenberg losing it.
Helmet of Niccolò Perico. He glances over his shoulder as Lahtinen down the inside, seemingly about to do the same. Oh, Shepard down the inside, the pole through to P3. The chase is on. Nick Dangerous. Here goes Leo Lahtinen, the Finn, in second place.
That sort of a gap with that sort of a margin. Across the line, we'll start to see if they're able to close the gap, but it just seems that Perico is so comfortable as the three behind him, nose to tail. Across the line, 1.1 is the gap.
Mike that second because on Shepard down the inside puts Lattinen back to P3. Cut out off the podium, the gap. This is ominous.
Over half distance in this race and ascend to the inside there from Carrere. Also down the inside, the 7-11. Nani getting way too ambitious there. Was there a gap? I think Leo Lattinen wanted to turn into the corner there in the end.
Drake Nielnek-Bush, Matteo Torchiano have come to grief. It is still green for the moment as we see that move just in time from Leo Lattinen. The drivers are fine. Niccolò Perico extends the lead out just slightly, 1.2 seconds. Otscheper.
Leo Lattinen defensive in towards turn number 8. There you can see Nani trying to go up and under. The 7-11 gets the drive on lap 8 of 11. Now draws alongside the Italian. Carrera loses 3 spaces just like that. Meanwhile, Niccolò Perico, Anthony Otscheper get away. There's the send to the inside. Maybe of 2 carts there from Schniekenberg. Leo Lattinen just about able to give him the space. Probably a bit of a shock to the system, I would imagine. 3 laps left to go. Here comes Schniekenberg with the run. Nearly drawing 3 wide on that run towards turn number 1. The up and under is there from Nani. Schniekenberg on the defense as he's washed out wide there. Just like that, was contending for 3rd position. Drops back into 6th.
We're about to start the penultimate lap of the race. Otscheper puts in a purple lap. 59.801.
Niccolò Perico through the final couple of corners. The checker flag will fly. And after taking victory in everything in Mini, his first campaign in Junior, Niccolò Perico goes 2 from 2 in the Supermasters Series and takes victory here at Sarno.
Niccolò Perico! Miron Lorente on pole position leads the field up to the line. We race down into turn 1 around the outside. Zdenek Babicek from grid 2 holds off WG in position 3. Green 3-2-1 in 3rd place behind Zdenek.
Under a bit of pressure here, the 3-2-1. Can he climb from 3 now to 2 down the inside of turn number 8? That's the Williams Junior Will Green up now in his 2nd position. Is there space? Yes, there is. Will Green over the curve finds the space to the inside, and the 321 has completed the job from P3 to P2 and now up into the lead of the race.
Will Verde back into the top spot as DML runs into the back of the Englishman. Zdenek around the outside. So Green concentrates on attacking the race leader, as we said. Daniel down the inside, back into P3. Leon Frasnelli off the podium for the moment. Gorski goes on through. Giusto on the inside of the Polesitter. 3-4-3, shoots on through, nicely done. Down the inside, WG sends it. Watch the response from the Czech on the back of the Englishman. Down the inside, Will leaves in space. Jackie follows him on through. Green back to 2nd. Zdenek from the Czech Republic back in P1.
But not really much more than a half-hearted kind of going for it through that penultimate corner. However, the drive off turn number 7 is there, and Will Green drops through the pack.
He's in P6, but he is only half a second off the race lead. They go down the back straight. Here comes Manuel Orvalini. Gurski to the outside, and he's collected by Julian Frasnelli on the exit. Green from 6th. Back into P4 in one corner. Nicely done. Does not panic. Into the final corner. Thinks about it. Green down the inside.
Facing some really good pace, but that is the brutality of motorsport. Miron Lorente on the inside of Will Green there. Not really much the Williams Junior can do to thwart that attack.
Zdenek, Giusto. Miron Lorente from pole position. Green around the outside. Here comes Novellini. Green on the outside of DML. They're watching on. They're cheering their little brother. He wins it. Zdenek Babicek wins round 2 of the WSK Supermaster Series.
Tells me that something has happened to change the results, that Will Green is no longer on the podium.
Will Green comes into Parc Ferme. The front spoiler is down and the Englishman falls off the podium. Who could beat the Glaswegian, who's to the left of your screen? This is a world-class field. Round 2, the WSK Supermaster Series. Drummond to the left of your screen. On pole, Pesl to the right. That's JP, who took pole position again. The OK final here at Sarno. We race. Around the outside, he's gone through to take the lead. What a start from Andretti Pesl. JP goes P1, gets the jump from grid 2. And Zach Drummond, this is a disastrous start for the Scotsman. He's back to 3rd, he's back to 4. They go into turn 5. He may lose that position as well. Zach Drummond from pole position, he's back in position 6. Last year's WSK Supermaster Series Junior champion, as Luke, the German, dives down the inside and puts Luca back into 3rd place.
But let's see what he can do for the rest of the race. A point forward from Luke Conca, and then very quickly dying to the inside to take the lead of the race. 2 by 2 as well as Lucas Sell and Schaufler go side by side. They continue that run through the chicane as well. Into the lead of the race. Zdenek Pesl assesses the threat from Lucas Sell behind, or in fact actually Schaufler behind, goes a little bit wide. Does Zdenek Pesl, that's going to allow Schaufler to draw alongside for the race lead momentarily. And now onto the pitch straight, the run towards turn number 1, nose to tail the front 7 all the way back to Zach Drummond as we start lap 3 of 14. The top 2 break away a little bit. A huge send to the inside though from Dean Hoogendoorn. What a move from the Williams Junior there, catching Conca off guard down the inside through turn 15. Could that have opened the door for Drummond as well? It has. The Glaswegian back into P4 as we start lap 5.
Let Perico off in P8. Dean has a big look at the back of Pesl. The gap 3/10 of a second. Team the Dutchman with a purple 57.736. Drives it down the inside. Dean the Dutchman. Gaan met de banaan. What a move from Hoogendoorn. Sends it to 2nd place. Check the gap. We don't need to check the gap. He gets the slipstream at 134 kilometers an hour, 135 k's an hour from Andretti Pesl. Dean the Dutchman dives down the inside. Schaufler just clips the back of the parallel. Dean in de eerste positie. Lucas Sell for victory lane is not out of this either. Conca down the inside of Schaufler. The Austrian does not give him space. Conca back off the podium. Andretti Pesl goes through to take the race lead. Sorry, I should say back into P3, the lead of that battle with Conca. In the race lead is still Team Hoogendoorn. It's costly. Schaufler, here comes Luke. gets the slipstream. Krutogolov on the back of Lucasel. What a race here this afternoon at Sarno.
In towards turn number 8, Lucasel finds the space on the inside. Krutogolov, the 279, gets the up and under, gets the drive, finds his way through, up now into 5th position. Nicely done there from the Ukrainian in the Energy Corsa. Maybe an opportunity to close in. A send to the inside there from Lucasel on left. Krutogolov forcing the Ukrainian wide.
Hoogendoorn wins. Dean the Dutchman takes victory here at Sarno, the second round of the Supermasters Series. Nicholas Schaufler, what a return, as if he's never been away. KZ2 final, round 2, the WSK Supermaster Series for 2016. 4 world champions in the field, including reigning world champion Zdenek van Walstein, Giuseppe Palomba on his home circuit. Round 2 of the Supermaster Series, KZ2, we race! The Soddy carts go 1, 2, 3, down into the first corner. Michael Paparo in the Monster K factory cart. The Sicilian tries to break the French manufacturer's dominance, but look at this. CPB Sports Soddy cart, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th and 6th. .5 seconds clear is Dion van Verven of Matteo Spiegel. Well, he's now 1.5 seconds clear over Marek Skriven. And now Michael Paparo. He is surrounded by CPB Sports Soddy carts. Look at this, Zdenek van Walstein on the back of Marek Skriven, and Dion the Dutchman in P1. Now he goes into P1 himself. Does Marek Skriven. Senna, respect between the teammates. Move down the inside. Senna takes Dion. The Dutch drivers trade positions. Marek Skriven, we've already had one Czech victory here this afternoon. This time at 147.9 kilometers an hour. That is ferociously fast here at Sarno. Senna sends it from 2nd place. A DNF in the pre-final this morning. But now Zdenek van Walstein van the Netherlands in the eerste positie.
He's won this championship before. He's the reigning champion, is Zdenek van Walstein. He wasn't here at Conca, but he's arrived here at Sarno, out through the final couple of corners. The Czech flag awaits the Dutchman's arrival. He has been flying here at Sarno. Victorious is Zdenek van Walstein for CPB Sport. 1, 2, and 3. With Van Walstein, Skriven, and Van Verven. Your podium finishers, Daniel Vasile, a valiant effort from the Romanian.